Hey everybody, thank you for watching. I want to make a quick video on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on the RTX 5090. And I tell you, this game is completely maxed out. We're going to take a look at my graphics settings here. All right, so we've got this on 4K. And this is DLSS 4, DLSS, on quality mode. And we're not using frame gen at all. Everything is on experimental graphics settings. And we're going to take a look at the performance. Now we're in Cuttenberg here, 4K DLSS quality. 5090 is getting us 142 frames per second right there. 127, 128, 1% lows. I mean, that performance is wild. The graphics card is completely stock. Auto fan, sending more voltage than it needs. There's no kind of undervolt inside of a closed case, doing its thing. It's completely silent, guys. No coil line, nothing. This thing's amazing. This is on the Xeon 3175X processor. It is a dinosaur. It absolutely is. Skylake architecture right here. Okay. If it wasn't for the tuned memory on this thing, it would not perform as well as it does. If it wasn't for the heavy overclock, it would not run this 5090 like this. Okay. Now, let's turn on frame generation. Mind you, this is crazy smooth. Like, it is absolutely smooth. It's just amazing. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, we just turned on our frame gen there. And we're getting 410 frames per second with 1% lows and the 350s. That is crazy. And it is very smooth. When I say smooth, I mean like smooth. There's no hitching whatsoever. Like, it feels really good with it off. I think the latency may be slightly better when it's off, but there's something with the smoothness that feels better, even though the latency is very good. I've got to say. But that's just like, man, that is some crazy performance right there, guys. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 completely maxed out, right? 4K, DLSS is on quality. We got RTX 5090, multi-frame gen. We're getting 400 frames per second with this game maxed out. Like, that's crazy. And it is smooth. I wish I could see more than 120 frames because my monitor is only 120 hertz. So really, it feels good, but I can't really see feel that. I've only got 120 hertz refresh rate monitor. Anyways, I just want to kind of share what that's like with a 5090. Definitely don't need frame generation. If you guys are curious what frame generation I'm running, this is the Pure Dark, which you can get. He's got a lot of implementations of frame gen. He implemented it in Starfield before the developers did, things like that. It shows you the frame rate you're getting before and after. Just a huge difference. That's the 4X frame generation, right? So something though, really is. I always use the frame generation mod for this game. I did run a 4090. It needed it. It doesn't need it with the 5090. 4K DLSS quality. I would say there were some parts with the 4090 where you kind of feel that frame rate a little bit. Definitely don't need it with the 5090. This thing is just chomps right through this game. Our CPU usage is kind of funny because it's this thing has 28 cores, so it kind of can barely touches that CPU there. But this is with frame generation off. And we will take a look at what this is like with DLSS off. Let me off. All right, so here we are with no DLSS at all. You can see we are getting 112 frames per second, over 100 on our 1% lows. And again, the graphics card is completely stock, no undervolting, auto fan, no overclocking or anything like that. And it runs great. As you can see, we don't need DLSS, and we do not need frame generation with a 5090. I've had a good bit to get a feel for this graphics card, and I think it's very nice. I think it's a great GPU, more than enough power for games today. It seems to be a very quiet, efficient graphics card. I mean, the size of it, it's tiny. The cooler works great. I haven't had any kind of reliability issues. No black screens, no crashing. I've had no issues whatsoever with this graphics card. I'm running the latest driver. Everything's been great. But this thing is absolutely just destroys 4K games. I mean, it does. I love it. I think it's amazing. And if you go and look at some of the performance results, you're seeing some big gains. I'm seeing about 50% from a 4090 to this. Sometimes you can see even more than that in like VR games. I've kind of noticed that as well. Sometimes you can see like 60%, which is pretty interesting. But 4090, 5090, both are insanely fast graphics cards, and this thing just kills Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Anyways, I hope this video was entertaining and helpful. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.